After the negotiation, it's time to close the deal. To place an order, you need to be sure that everything is well handled. Here are some points that you need to double check before making the very first payment. Number 1. Company information. Have you checked the supplier's company information? Is it a legitimate company? And how many years industry experience do they have? Is the company location in the major manufacturing provinces or cities? We have discussed about how to check the company information before. You can always go back and watch the video again if you're not clear about it. Number 2. Bank account information. The bank account information is very important. Some buyers fail the businesses in the very beginning as they didn't check about the bank account information and made the payment to the scammers. Pay special attention to the beneficiary name if it's the same with the company that you're working with. Number 3. Incoterms. Incoterms determines the product's price, port of loading, and delivery. Make sure you know how it works and the total price is within your budget. Number 4. Payment term. And how is the payment term? If you have gone through our license one by one, you should know that payment term can be negotiated as well. For new beginners especially, a favorable payment term should give you much more confidence in dealing with the suppliers. Double check if you agree with the payment term and if you can afford the payment risk. Number 5. Packaging. What about the packaging? Have you ever confirmed with the suppliers about the packaging? How does the single product package look like? And the outer carton? Any requirements on the shipping mark? It's better to deliver all the requirements to the supplier upon making the order instead of after the production. Number 6. Certification. If your product or your market require any certifications, as discussed before, it's the first thing to figure it out. If the certification can be provided by the supplier, perfect. If you need to make it yourself, will the supplier work with you? And how will you handle the testing cost? Remember, the cost can be always discussed and negotiated with the supplier as well. Number 7. Delivery time. Maybe you're in process of your first order, and most buyers are not in a rush for the first one. Still, you need to know when the order can be delivered. That is to plan the following up, inspection, and shipping. And don't always assume that the supplier can deliver the products right on time. It's better to give some room of delay. I'm not saying that all the suppliers would not catch the delivery time, but there is a risk of delay. Those 7 points are supposed to be checked at the time of placing an order. And after placing an order and making the initial payment, what do you need to do? Many buyers are waiting for news from the suppliers. You may then have nearly no news from them. I have to say that the sales who don't keep in touch with the clients after getting an order are not professional. So do the clients. In the real-life experience, many sales don't keep in touch with the clients after getting an order. And the clients always assume that the sales will be very proactive. If you met any sales who keep you posted about the production of your order, trust me, they're the one in 100. In all, it's necessary to follow up the production after placing an order. And in the following up, try to get some real proof of the production, if it is actually initiated. For example, you need to send the payment records to the supplier and make sure they get the payment. The suppliers will not start the production without payment, and they usually miss the bank notice. Number 2. Don't trust their words the production is started. Ask for some pictures of the material, the packaging, and so on. If they don't give any feedback in 1 week, the delivery time would be delayed. You need to pay more attention and alert yourself. Email communication may not work well then. Try to make a phone call or a video conference to clarify everything. Even send a clear notification that your order is mistreated, and they should put them on the right track as soon as possible. What if it doesn't finish as scheduled? As mentioned before, you should expect delay in the real life and do proper production following up. What if you have done phone call and video conference to seek evidence of production, but it does not finish as scheduled as well? What you can do? You can show your emotions, but don't be too hard to ruin the 关系. Try to get a new delivery time again from the supplier and be clear with them that you have reserved a third-party quality control upon the new delivery time and it will cost $300. That's how it costs normally. If the supplier fails to deliver the order, the cost needs to be paid by them. You can try this if the supplier does not catch the delivery time. We don't want this to happen, but you don't need to be panicked. That's how you're going to place the order and how the production following up should be done. All for now, I will see you in the next video.